Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing the much requested Murky. Since the last reset, I've played 7 games with Murky, and I think I've won 2 of them. I have something like a 14% win rate with Murky. He has been nerfed, some would say, into the ground, but from what I've seen, it just takes a slightly different playstyle now. Hopefully, we can get a win today. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're queuing at 1 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon, so we're bound to get a weird team comp. The friendly team, Jaina, Murky, Zeratul, Gazlowe, Brightwing. The enemy team, Gazlowe, Taxidar, Nazebo, Zeratul, Stitches. So the enemy team has theirself a nice frontline warrior, a support backing him up, a melee assassin, and 2 specialists. We have a support, 2 specialists, a melee assassin, and a ranged assassin. Good, good. I'm gonna go top lane. These guys are probably gonna they're probably gonna battle over the smiley face. I don't necessarily want anything to do with that. I'm gonna be picking up Bribe as my first talent, so I can help capture mercenary camps a little bit later on. We're going to be putting my egg right over here. Murky is unique in the fact that when he dies, he has a very, very, very low respawn time. And he achieved that with this egg. This egg can be damaged by enemy players, and if it is, then my position on the map will be given to all of the enemies. And basically, they'll come after me and try to kill me. And if I die without the egg up, I will have a normal death timer. You know, it'll just be like any other character that died. Let's try to mount up and get in here on Stitches. He's now going to the middle lane. Looks like we're not going to be able to catch up to him. I can battle Nazebo a little bit. More importantly, the chest just spawned, and I'm effectively keeping him off the chests. Now, when I die with the egg up, you can see I get 0.25 deaths. That means that I'm giving them a quarter of the XP that they would get for a normal kill. So it means you are encouraged to die on Murky, but it shouldn't be like your main focus. You still need to be using your bubble. You still need to be getting away from stuff. You need to try to survive sometimes. Essentially, we are a split pushing character in the early game. I'm just going to sit up here in the top lane and try to make the best of it. Stitches could kill me with a slam right here because I don't have my cooldowns. Here comes the grab. Did I call it or did I call it? I'm going to go ahead and get the sippy cup. Hopefully Gazlowe's doing okay in the bottom lane. We are behind on XP, unfortunately. My Q ability is this slime. It's an AoE around me. It slows enemies for 20% of their maximum movement speed. I'm going to dodge all the things. You ready? I'm dodging everything right now. Dodge it. I'm going to get this regen orb, too. We don't really need 2 people up here. I could easily solo this myself. I mean, we're only pushing back Stitches. It's not like we're trying to take down an entire army of Stitches. But if Jaina wants to be up here in her new flashy skin and her rainbow unicorn, I mean, who am I to tell her she can't? The enemy team, however, has 3 in the top lane for some reason. Zeratul now roaming away from middle, not generating XP there, so I'm going to be heading down here. We are going to be picking up the Envenom talent. This is a damage over time ability that's going to scale up throughout the course of the game. Essentially, we use this on an enemy hero, and they just take a significant amount of damage over time. We're going to be using this on their assassins to try to basically take them out of the fight early on, pressure them out of the fight. We could easily kill Stitches here if Jaina landed her skill shots, but that's okay. We are going to die, but once again, remember, we have the egg up at the top lane. It's no big deal. We have given them half the XP of a normal kill, while several members of the friendly team have given them the full XP of a normal kill. Trying to, again, soak XP in the middle lane, trying to catch up to the enemy team who are still ahead of us. We have Gazlowe and Brightwing down to the bottom lane, Zeratul roaming around, and Jaina up in the top lane. Okay, my W ability is Pufferfish. It allows me to basically throw out a landmine that will explode after a while. The enemy team can attack that down. I believe it takes 3 auto attacks to kill. But if they do not kill it, it actually does a pretty formidable amount of siege damage. I have a feeling... No, my egg's fine. My egg's fine. I was thinking I needed to move it. The enemy team really, really aggressive with these lane pushes. It's kind of nice to see, actually. I feel like they're playing the game correctly. Oh, look at that bubble! Look at that bubble! I sensed the hook. I could feel it coming. At this level range, I don't know. I don't know what I want to pick. Do we want to increase the slow amount, or we deal increased basic attack? Let's go slow amount. We'll go for some utility. Even though we already have a Jaina on our team, which is going to be slowing everyone anyway. Just trying to zone out Nazebo here. I, of course, am going to die. Jaina now moving in from the top lane. Looks like we're not going to be able to push them off the top chests, but we are getting the bottom chests. This is probably the best the best map to have a weird team comp on, because really, there's not a ton of team fighting that does happen here. Potentially, I could have used Envenom on Nazebo. The only reason I didn't was because the team wasn't focusing him. They were all focused on Stitches, and I knew that the Envenom was not going to be enough to take him down. Let's go ahead, push top just a little bit. We do have 2 stacks of bribes, so pretty soon here I need to roam to another lane and get a mercenary camp moving in the right direction. Gonna head down to bottom lane and get this guy going. But first, we should clear this camp that the enemy team got, these bruisers that the enemy team got. Bye, Zebo. Bye, Zebo. You can still kill me pretty easily, I think, actually. Let's go ahead. Probably shouldn't put all of our eggs into Gazlo that hasn't gotten a Merc camp yet. Oh, good. Our Jane is shit-talking for things a person hasn't done 5 minutes into the game. That's good. I was debating whether or not I wanted to use my bubble there, but this is still pushing, so I was actually totally okay dying. In fact, I think Tassadar actually helped my team out by killing me there. So this wall has fallen, and we need to move our egg now. I also haven't explained my E ability yet. This is the first recording of the day. I gotta warm up. E ability is safety bubble. It puts me up in the air. I've been using it a lot, and we don't take any damage. Then we fall nice and safely back down onto the ground, and we can basically avoid some damage that way. You basically have to predict the damage incoming, though. While we're in the bubble, we are going to be immune to crowd control and things like that. But Murky has such low health that you basically have to predict the spell incoming. Gonna move my egg to a more aggressive spot. We are going to be picking up March of the Murlocs, which is going to allow me to siege relatively well. Gonna go ahead and use my bribe stacks to take over this camp. And I think I'm gonna be repositioning to the bottom lane. We basically hit level 10. We've done the race to 10. So now the most important thing is pushing. We need to force team fights. We need to push lanes, especially when we have a Gazlo on our team. So what I'm going to do is just support him. There's obviously a team fight going on over here. Brightwing is using that pushback AoE to deal a ton of damage to the enemy team. And I'm just going to walk up in here and get this shit down. Maybe the critical hits on my right click would have been better, but I figured we have so much kill potential on our team, and that's about all we have, that I wanted to get this slow. I'm kind of regretting that decision now. Just gonna walk up here and use March of the Murlocs. This is gonna spawn a million little buggers that are gonna jump on top of those towers and start to do a ton of siege damage. We have 2 mercenary camps pushing the bottom lane with us now, so the enemy team has to react to this or they will basically lose the game here in about 30 seconds. The Vengeful Spirit coming out from the enemy Nazebo. I'm just going to get in my bubble and try to avoid as much of that as possible. We have Zeratul coming in. We're going to hit him with the Envenom before we die, which is going to apply that poison to him, which is going to secure his death. We have popped up at my egg again. At this level range, we are going to get the decreased cooldown on our bubble. It's called Bubble Machine. This is going to allow us to bubble a lot more often and potentially be a lot safer. The mercenary camps have fallen, but Gazlo and I are back on the scene. He has the Robo Goblin ultimate, so we're going to be able to do a ton of siege damage between the two of us. Brightwind's pinging a lot of coins. I don't think she understands that we're doing a ton of siege damage right now. A ton of siege damage right now. Also, we didn't need those coins. Alright, Zeratul's here. He's on me right now. I'm going to go ahead and bubble. I am going to help Gazlo take him down. I'm going to zone with my pufferfish as he's zoning with his landmines. They have not found my egg yet. It is in the bottom lane. And we've drained this tower out of half of its ammunition. The enemy team now responding to this push. Zeratul is going to initiate on me, hit me with that Singularity Spike. I dodged a decent amount of damage with that bubble, but he's still able to take me down. The Void Prison is going to catch 2 members of the friendly team, and they are going to be forced back, but I'm coming back in this time with the March of the Murlocs, and we will be easily able to control this if it continues, which, of course, now that I've said that, it does not. Let's go ahead, get this lane down. We're going to be able to kill that very easily with the puffer. Gasso's still here, maybe wanting to re-engage. I don't know if that's the best idea. I believe Stitches is looking for my egg right now. I can see him roaming all the way around the bottom lane. The March of the Murlocs is going to come out. Look how much damage this is doing to the enemy Tassadar. We're going to hit him with the Envenom as well, and that is going to take him down. Nazebo did manage to pick up a kill on the friendly Gazlo. I'm going to shift my focus up to top lane now, I think. We've pushed that pretty hard. I'm not going to be able to make much ground in that lane while everyone's up there. Plus, we can get some split XP, get some split pushing going. I do want to stay with our Gazlo as much as possible, because the pushing power between the two of us is basically going to control what the enemy team can and cannot do. But since he's dead right now, switching lanes is not a bad thing. So one of the main nerfs to Murky, or one of the main changes, I don't remember the nerfs, it's been too long, but one... No, don't! Why are you hitting my egg? Stop! Oh my god, stop! One of the main changes was his egg now has a smaller cooldown timer, so you're encouraged to move it a lot more. Gazlo now joining me up in the top lane. I am all for that. Let's go try to help him as much as we can. At this level range, we're going to get Rejuvenating Bubble. It's going to allow me to... here, I can show you. It's going to allow me to heal myself. So you can see we're taking damage here from the Gazlo stuff. And then, oh, we're in a bubble, and we have full health again. Look at that. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? And it really does increase the survivability of Murky when you also have the bubble cooldown talent. So we're going to be able to bubble a lot more often. We're going to be able to stay in lanes longer. We're going to be able to push a lot more effectively. We can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Moving the egg up, we are going to push with the friendly Gazlo. We don't need to use March of the Murlocs on this because he does have that Robo Goblin talent, and you can just see how much siege damage he does with that Robo Goblin talent. This Gazlo has not spec'd for team fights whatsoever. He is here to split push, and I am here to help him. We are going to ruin the enemy team's day with these pushes. March of the Murlocs coming out on the bottom fort, or bottom towers. We're going to take care of these as fast as possible. Envenom on the enemy Nazebo. I'm going to fight him tooth and nail. Bubble coming out, which is going to sustain us a little bit longer. Now I was going in for the body blocks, and we are going to force Nazebo to retreat to his towers. Look at that. Oh, not at full health yet. Don't worry. This bubble will take us pretty much all the way there as I continue to throw pufferfish on the enemy team's defenses. All right, these are out of ammunition now. We can continue to siege this down. The bubble coming out is going to sustain me. I'm going to try to help our Gazlo versus this Zeratul, although I do not have many powers at bay at the current time. Zeratul actually going to use his Void Prison on me to stay alive. That's not something you see every day, a Void Prison going out on a Murky. I do have my egg up in the top lane, though, so I can come down here and help Jaina take him out. Zeratul is going to be blinking, trying to get to safety, but those 12 coins are going to be landing on the ground, and Jaina is going to pick them up very swiftly. Let's go in here, throw a pufferfish. I'm going to siege this down since we have the help of the water elemental for right now, and you can just see how much damage this pufferfish does in an AoE, man. It is ridiculous. Huge team fight going on behind us. I don't have much to help with this. I can grab these coins, though, because why not? Grab the coins and run away. All right, let's mount up. Dodge the grab, dodge the grab, dodge the slam, dodge the slam. Oh, he's much faster than me. What is this nonsense? There's the pufferfish. Maybe we can fight him into it. No, this is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Another bubble coming out is going to sustain me, but the zombie wall is going to be enough to take me down. We've had 2 stacks of bribe for quite some time, and I'm bad at this game. I need to reposition bottom because there's a ton of nastiness going on down there. The easiest way to do that is going to be to recall. Looks like someone on the enemy team dying, giving the friendly team a chance to get a ton of coins. I'm going to be heading middle. We may lose the bottom fort for this, but I want to be able to help out in this altercation. We do have the March of the Murlocs, which is going to be able to zone them really, really, really easily. Oh, shit, I can't do it here. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, well, the egg, they're going to get a bombardment off. That means that the The projectiles are going to go middle. So I'm going to put my egg down here, and I'm going to counter push these mercenaries, which I think have already been taken care of by the friendly team. Okay, who's this? Oh, it's Stitches. Let's hit Stitches with Envenom. We don't have it yet. Gonna go ahead and bubble. You can see that even though I'm like super squishy, the enemy team keeps trying to kill me. And I just regen with that bubble. I'm actually baiting them into wasting a lot of their abilities on me that I can just like heal instantly from. Envenom actually going out on Tassadar. I didn't have it for Stitches, and we are gonna pick up 5 coins because that's smart for a Murky to do. Let's go ahead, let's move our egg. Remember, we have a reduced cooldown on this, so we can move it a lot more often. Moving my egg into an aggressive position is going to allow me to turn in coins relatively safely with the help of the friendly team. So here we go. 4 coins into the box. All right. All right. Is that a bombardment? We need... Yeah, that's a bombardment. Okay, we're going to be hitting the middle defenses of the enemy team, and I can continue to push with this. Still haven't used my bribe stacks because I'm bad at this game. The enemy team has 2 members dead. Now may be a really good time for us to go get the golem up in the top lane. Gonna go ahead and use my bribe on these guys, get these guys spawning. Zeratul trying to come in to steal this. He is gonna kill me and get 2 coins out of it and kill the mercenaries. But those are mercenaries that he's not gonna have now because I took them. That's one good way of looking at it, I think. We need to be careful with how we approach this. We don't want him to know exactly where our egg is. Hey, friend! We're just gonna bubble out of that. I'm not gonna die to a Gazlo gank bush. Absolutely not. I did get the improvement to March of the Murlocs, so we're just gonna fire that bad boy over here and then let it do its work. Nicely done, Murlocs. Nicely done. And then we'll bubble and get out of there. Oh, they are doing some significant damage to that tower and to the enemy Tassadar. Let's hit him with an Envenom and see what happens. Let's see what kind of... Oh, I was trying to bubble. It had like a half second left on the cooldown. The friendly Gazlo and Jaina are up top getting that golem while I was pushing the bottom lane. I think I just saw someone right here, so I'm going to ping to be careful. I'm not too sure if I did, though. I'm going to grab these 5 coins really quick and then move these into the chest as soon as I can. I need to do this while the enemy team is focused on other things. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a crap ton of trouble. Yeah, I think the guaranteed critical hits on slime targets is a much better talent than... Oh, fuck, he's going to kill my egg. He just killed my egg, and I have 5 coins on me. All right, we need to be in a full-on retreat right now. Oh. The enemy Gazlo is out to get me. Killing my eggs and shit. Okay, so now that the egg has died, we're just going to beeline it back to the base. When the exclamation point is on your head, that's when they can see you. So you do not want to lay another egg down in that time, which is why I was just kind of beelining it to the base to make it look like I was in a full retreat. We do have enough coins to get another bombardment. I do not have enough bribe stacks to bribe anything. Brightwing making her way down to the bottom camp. I'll head down there to help her out. And then, while this push is going on, I may actually just go for some coin camps and try to get another quick turn in. I don't want to be walking around with too many coins on Murky. Obviously, that's a pretty bad idea. But we can walk around with some. We can make it work a little bit. Still don't have bribes, so we're just going to auto these down. The critical hits on auto attacks is definitely better. You should definitely go with that. I haven't really been able to utilize this slow at all. I don't feel like the slow's been able to secure any kills whatsoever. Kind of a wasted talent, at least the way I've been playing so far. I'm going to turn these in, even though Brightwing's pinging me to do other things because I'm Murky and I don't want to die. I can go get those coins after, basically. So whenever this guy respawns, here we go. You can start turning in before he actually materializes if you're clicking on the right spot. Pro tip there. So here's Zeratul here to kill me. The main reason I didn't want to go to that doubloon camp. But we can at least bug him a little bit. We don't know where he went. He's probably just sitting in the smoke. I'm going to let this pufferfish explode to start the fight and then slime. Looks like the enemy Gazlo has left the team Tassadar in a bad spot over there. Okay, so we have 2 coins. Oh, there's Zeratul. Hi, Zeratul. Let's March of the Murlocs this. Hello, ¿dónde está mi amigos? Oh, that pufferfish damage on the enemy Tassadar and he's going to be taken out of this fight very quickly. And Venom on the enemy Gazlo, and I'm just going to sit here and trade with them. Here comes the bubble to save me as the friendly Zeratul comes in, and we get a mega kill on the enemy team. Nice, very nice. I'm going to turn in these 3 coins with Bright Wings 10, and that's going to be another bombardment. We have these mercenaries pushing the bottom lane that we picked up earlier. They are going to take down the bottom keep. That means that this bombardment is almost going to purely be on the enemy core, and I do declare that we have won a game with Murky. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let us get down here quick. I'm going to have some really aggressive positioning with my egg. Because I want to be able to get over here very fast, just in case this bombardment doesn't kill it off. I think it will. So there you go, that's Murky. You pretty much have to go for the bubble build these days from what I've seen in matchmaking. The bubble healing is really, really nice. Again, I said it a few times, but I would go with these exact talents, but switch out your level 7 talents to give you that increased damage to slime targets with your auto attacks. That'll allow you to clear out camps and shit a lot faster than what I was doing. And considering my slow in team fights wasn't too beneficial to the enemy team, I do think that is the way to go. So there you go, that's Murky. That's my 3rd win on him since the level reset way back in the alpha. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.